What is up? What's up? What's up? What?
What's up, gamers? It's you.
Gamers, it's us.
Gamers, it's
We're
us.
here.
We're here, gamers.
We're going to be talking about some stuff today.
Stuff.
Big stuff.
Talking about stuff.
We're talking about stuff. Let me pull up my little notepad thing.
You little notepad?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
You're like, you sound weird.
I sound weird. Oh no. You let me fix my microphone?
Yeah, you sound like Travis Scott, normally.
Oh, Travis Scott? Oh no, I don't want to sound like Travis Scott. Sounded like
Yeah,
Travis
so,
Scott.
stop it. Just stop. Stop it. Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host,
James.
James. I call him James. Other people call him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's weird.
A lot of things have happened this week, James.
A lot of things have happened this week, JD.
Number one, you watched a movie.
I watched a movie indeed, JD.
Okay, now that stops right now, you son of a bitch.
yeah, I turned it off. Turned it off. Don't worry.
Mortal Kombat came out yesterday.
Mortal Kombat came out.
Yesterday for us, but when this comes out on Sunday, it's 2 days ago, at least on YouTube.
2 days ago.
So Friday's when it came out. I didn't watch it. How was it, James? I know you watched it.
It was pretty okay. Surprisingly okay.
Was it okay?
Yes, I've watched it 3 times now.
You watched it 3 times. Why 3 times?
I
Wasn't
watched it once
enough?
on the day of, and then I watched it again with my dad and my sister.
Uh-huh.
And then I watched it with Joe because apparently Joe hadn't watched it by himself. And now Joe wants to go see it in theaters. So I might watch it a 4th time. Mind you, this is as many times as I've also watched the Snyder Cut.
What? Jesus, man. You just have that much time to just sit there and look at the screen and be like, wow.
Well,
4th time's the charm.
It's a great thing about having headphones and a phone. You can just plug in a headphone to your phone and then just do other stuff on your computer while working or doing anything else.
While you're sitting there pretending to watch the show with your family. Yeah.
Look at me, I'm working. In reality, I'm watching Snyder Cut for 8th time.
Oh, in reality. But reality can be whatever I want it to be.
Reality can be whatever I want it to be.
All right, well, what was it? Was it directed by again? Who's the director? The one for Aquaman, right?
No, he produced it.
Oh,
James
James Wan?
Yeah, but it was pretty bloody, dude. It was pretty good.
Obviously, it's because Mortal Kombat is a
rare.
bloody franchise.
Yeah.
Both from the developer point of view and also the game.
The director of this has only directed one thing before it.
What has he directed?
The Nighttime Economy.
No way, not the Nighttime Economy. It's my favorite movie.
2014 film that has a 5.4 rating.
5.4 rating out of 6? That's crazy.
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
The director is Simon McQuoid.
Oh, now you can just show me low quality pictures on your phone instead of just sending them to me on Discord. By the way, we can see each other on the webcams right now, but you can't see us. All you guys see is just the avatars.
When I show you this, there's a flashing light for some reason on my phone.
Yeah, there is.
And I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that.
Well, it's just because it's a phone.
I don't know. It's weird. It glows sometimes.
Yeah. How many characters are in the Mortal Kombat movie? All of them?
Kano. Hold on, it's got to refocus.
No, don't. They can't see it, James. Don't worry about it.
I know, but
it'll refocus.
Kano, Sonya Blade, Jax, Raiden.
My favorite character.
Liu Kang.
My favorite character.
Fuck. The guy with the spinny hat.
My favorite character.
Lao Lao
You don't need to say his name. We all know.
Cole Young.
No idea who that is, actually.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Cabal, Melina, General Raikou, Goro, Shang Tsung, Maranta, I think is her name.
Nailed it.
Johnny Cage in a cameo.
Cameo, of course.
That's, I think, 16 characters.
It's like his cameo. They paid him to say, "What's up? It's Johnny Cage."
Oh no, it was just
Here
it was the bottom half of a poster for a movie.
Here in the
where it
Hollywood
just showed a
Hills,
guy
love to
wearing
drive
belt.
around my Lamborghini. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic
No,
things?
he's more like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Ow. I'm
To the point that
John
they
Von
literally-
Cloud.
I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh,
You know, he turned down the role of Johnny Cage in the original 1995 Mortal Kombat movie, so it could be in the
yeah,
Street
because he
Fighter
looks nothing
movie.
like Johnny Cage.
He actually does. So he could be in
Yeah.
the Street Fighter movie as, I think, Ryu.
You wanted to be Ryu in the Street Fighter movie?
I think that's who he was. Not wanted to be, he was.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, there's
I didn't ever
a,
watch the Street Fighter movie.
dude, there's two different.
Why would I watch a Street Fighter movie?
Because Street Fighter.
No, not because Street Fighter.
Yeah, the 1994 Street Fighter, where he played. No, he doesn't play Ryu. He plays Guile, everyone's favorite character.
What? Who the
He's
hell is
the-
Guile?
The one with the giant puffy blonde hair and the green tank top.
Oh, I seem to remember something like that. Yeah, a character like that.
I know who that is. Guile.
Yeah, no, it's ringing a bell. A lot of bells. Ding, ding, ding.
I think I figured out that M. Bison, the main bad guy, his first name is like Mike or something. Which is
First
just
name
so
is super lame. It's
just
me,
so lame.
Mike Bison.
Like the character's forever been called M. Bison. It's like, oh, what an intimidating guy. And then I like looked it up and like, his name's Mike.
It's me, Michelle Bison.
It's me, Mike.
Mike what?
Hi.
My cock. Ha! Got him.
No.
No!
Mike Bison.
Like he changed his last legal
Mike
name.
Bison this dick.
What?
Mike Bison this dick.
That doesn't make any sense at all. That's terrible.
You're terrible.
You got me there, James. You gonna shoot me now? You're terrible.
No.
That's a sound. That was the sound of a knife. A knife of unsheathing knife. Flip knife? You're really scaring me with that butter knife, James. Oh,
hold on.
careful. You might kill me.
Ooh, it gets stuck sometimes. Ah.
Ah, it gets stuck sometimes. It's like you're in a life-threatening situation. And you're trying to get it out. You're like, "Hoo-ah!"
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold
it gets
on.
stuck sometimes.
Takes a second.
It takes
Yeah.
a second.
The
still
guy who
worthy.
plays the guy who plays Ken is more higher build than who they got to play Ryu, which is
I
wild.
thought we were talking about the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, we were, but like I'm kind of invested in talking about like the Street Fighter movie because it's wild that the
Well, that
guy who
makes
plays
one of
Ryu,
us.
the main character of the franchise, got paid less than the guy that plays Ken, who is a secret character that isn't even a real character.
Ken is awesome.
Ken's the guy
dude.
that Ken's the guy that wears the pink.
No, Ken is Ryu, but if he was white.
that's literally what the character. Yeah, that's
Ken is just
100%
white
what-
Ryu, dude. That's all Ken is.
And
Got
then there's
blonde
the-
hair and whatever his thing was.
There's the 2009 Street Fighter movie, The Legend of Chun-Li.
The legend.
The Legend.
I can't wait for the sequel. Chun-Li Thunder Thighs. Chun-Li 2 Thunder Thighs, man.
There's a 1994 animated movie I think that goes along with
The movie?
the movie. No, I don't think it does anymore. Now I'm looking at it. It's just a genuine anime.
Have you played Mortal
Actually
Kombat
looks-
then, James? Have you played Mortal Kombat before?
Yeah, I have. Sorry, this actually does look like a pretty good movie, to be honest.
You say that about a lot of things, James.
Yeah, but it's animated. It's cool. It's neat.
Yeah, but like, you know,
It's okay.
just because it's animated doesn't mean it's good, James. Have you seen Superman and Shazam versus Black Adam?
That's actually good.
I thought I could get something out of you there.
I remember when I got that DVD, it had four shorts on it. The Green Arrow
The hell's
short,
a DVD?
the Spectre, and the two other ones.
The hell's a DVD?
A DVD?
I watched it on Netflix. Yeah.
What's Netflix?
Shazam.
Shazam. Shablam.
I remember the part where he was like drowning.
Yeah.
Where he was underwater and he was like Shazam, but then like it was in the air bubble. So when the air bubble hits the surface, and it's like, boop, Shazam. I guess it just doesn't work. I guess it has to like hit air. The sound has to hit air. It doesn't make any sense. The sound travels through water, man. What?
Hey, man, that makes sense.
He shouts Shazam when he's underwater, and then he creates an air bubble. An air bubble comes up, pops on the surface, and it's like echoes. It echoes what he says. Like, Shazam.
That
doesn't make any sense. That's not how it works.
I mean, that's why the 2019 movie that
They didn't do that. Didn't do that in the 2019 movie.
I forgot his head had to come out of the water for him to say it.
He didn't say it underwater. Yeah, he said it underwater, but it didn't work because it's not, because it's like warped. It's not Shazam. It's
no, get all of our investment, all of it, cancel it. We can't.
I can't actually grab my phone. I was gonna grab my phone, but my phone's the webcam.
Over. This interview's over. This is slander.
Slander.
But yeah, I've played Mortal Kombat before. It was really cool to see.
Which one? You liar, James. Of course you haven't played. There was 10 to choose from, James. You could have just said like, oh, it was 7.
I
played Mortal Kombat Resurrection. That's not a Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's the name of the movie. Is it not a coincidence that the worst Doom movie, the one that Netflix made, and the worst Mortal Kombat movie both have the subtitle Annihilation to them?
No, it's not a coincidence at all.
Oh,
Annihilation is cool, James. It's a cool word. Shut up.
It's a cool word. Not good movie.
That's what they thought. That's what they were talking about, like the board meeting. They're like, all right, so what should we call the movie? How about we call it Mortal Kombat Homecoming? No, that's Spider-Man.
We don't need to name home in it.
Home, Far From Home.
No Way Home.
Get out of here. Go back to work on Spider-Man.
What? Fucking genius.
Spider-Man's a great.
Here's $300 million. Go make a Spider-Man movie.
$300 million. Think of a good name. Far From Home. There you. My God.
No Way Home. How do you do it?
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
This is why you're directing Fantastic
This is why
Four.
This is why you get your salary, sir.
This is why we're giving you everyone's favorite.
Hey,
Marvel
Stan. Tomorrow, payday, because of you.
His name's John Watts.
John? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I was like Stan, John, same name.
Stan Lee, John Watts, same person.
John Lee.
I think we've broken the seal.
I think we've cracked this. We cracked the code.
I like how I can't hear you when you laugh. By the way, I saw you like laughing, and it was just no audio at all.
I don't laugh. I smile, but I don't laugh. So, Mortal Kombat. I played Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah, you can't think of a name, can you?
I played Mortal. No, I was thinking of whether or not I was playing Mortal Kombat 9 or 10, and I'm pretty sure I played 10. So it's okay.
I don't think I've ever played one of the arcade cabinet ones.
I don't. What's an arcade?
Listen, I'm 70. You don't gotta do this to me, an old man. Anyways. What are you doing? I just hear Adam's apple just going up and then just do.
It's just like what's an arcade? You're like words caught in your throat, dude. Words caught in your throat. Anyway. Yeah, I liked Mortal Kombat. I think I mained
Striker.
Pretty sure I was just like a normie. I made like Liu Kang or something. He had the bicycle kick. It's pretty cool.
I accidentally called it scissor kick.
Scissor
That's
kick?
a completely different thing.
No,
in the
it's exactly.
podcast that we
It looks
recorded
exactly the
today.
same, man. When you think scissor kick, you think that motion. You think this motion. When you think scissors, yeah, this motion. Scissor kick. Oh, scissor kick.
Scissor kick.
Scissor kick. Scissor kick. It's like that's the director. That's the director behind the scenes. Like
The
outside,
director,
out
yeah.
of frame. The director's there looking at the choreography, and he's like, "Scissor kick."
Paul S. Anderson, creator of the Resident Evil movies, just going scissor,
Scissor. You need to scissor kick.
scissor.
All right, now put it in the hole. Put it in the hole. Anyway, what would you give it out of 10?
7.
Really? Is that good? It's surprisingly okay. Why what didn't you like about it? If you give it a 7 out of 10, there's some stuff you didn't like, right?
Yeah, there's stuff.
What stuff?
I really loved how they took a lot of actors and that were
And they killed
clearly
them. Yeah, those
They just pulled out a gun, just shot him point blank.
method
on set.
acting. They method acted, killed them. So they actually they
here's
literally
what
killed them.
fatality looks like, and they just shot somebody.
They're like,
One of the
they're like,
interns.
listen, in order to method act this, you have to have like, you need to experience your spine being like grabbed. So like, we need you to go into surgery.
We need you to have your spine.
We'll just
surgically
crack
removed.
open that cold one. Get a nice grip on that spine. Get a nice grip on that lumbar spine. Just
Squeeze. And squeeze.
squeeze.
I like the fights between Sub-Zero and Scorpion. I think those were the two best fights because it was at the beginning and the end of the movie when it happened.
I am
And they
Sub-Zero.
he doesn't say that in the fight, by the way. It's like he says that super early on when he's talking to Shang Tsung. They're like standing.
Who are you?
Like, I no longer Bi-Han. I am Sub-Zero, and then he walks away. And it's like, oh, okay. And then like when Scorpion shows up, he's just in Japanese. He says, "I am Scorpion."
He like what was it? He like freezes the blood in midair. Use it to stab a dude.
I really like the actor who plays Sub-Zero. Literally, a quote from the director: "He moves so fast when recording that they had to ask him to slow down for the fight so they could get it on camera." Because they were filming.
He
I'm
was
guessing.
so fast. You can't capture it on 60 FPS. We had to switch to 120 FPS to capture this man's movement.
No, here's the thing: they're probably filming on 24 FPS. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Because that's like a standard thing for like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is like one of those people that fight so fast that in 48 they would look smooth, but in here it would just look like he's just like bouncing all over the place, and they're trying to like
Bouncing all over
actually
the place.
show him moving and stuff.
Yeah.
So they had to ask him to slow down for the fights and everything, but it was still
Bouncing.
great. He's like literally one of the best. Like,
Bouncing.
I'll kill you.
Will you though? Will you kill me? Let's see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, he was just literally so fast, and it was like really great because he's one of the best stuntmen in the world right now.
Oh.
Really
Yeah.
great fighter too. He's on the TV show The Warrior on HBO. Oh Jesus.
Oh, the warrior, huh?
Yeah, that show I actually like called The Warrior. It's based on a story Bruce Lee had made and everything, and I think he
Wow.
died before he could make it. So they made a TV show out of the story using an actor who kind of looks like him. And they got an actor kind of looks like. It's really interesting.
Really cool, man. That's awesome.
Hey man, that's
so
great.
cool, dude.
Wow.
All right,
Like,
well.
my headphones fell onto my back.
Yeah, I saw your headset just fell off. Headset just fell off like an idiot. Look at this dude. You can't look at
Oh,
him.
cool.
You can't see him. It's like you're going insane. So cool. It's so cool. So cool. So cold. Isn't that a JonTron skit?
You'd say it's Sub-Zero.
You can call me Sub-Zero. It's like Sub-Zero walks into a room and he's like, "Is it me or is it cold in here?"
I literally made that joke while we were watching the movie because there's a scene where it shows a doorway and like a window on the door, and then like there's nothing there, and it cuts back and Sub-Zero's just standing there. I'm like, knock knock, anyone want Girl Scout cookies? As he opens up the door and begins to freeze everything, he's like, I heard if you freeze Thin Mints, they taste better. As he's just like walking in.
He walks in through the doorway like, I just had some mints and my breath is cool now. Minty cool
I told
breath.
you I listened to Djibouti's video
Djibouti?
commentaries. Yeah, Djibouti Studios. It's literally the name. I'm not sure.
I don't know who they are, but yeah, continue.
They're YouTubers who make commentary tracks and everything. I've sent you one of them at least when we were doing a commentary track long ago.
Oh, right, the one that was it was like supposed to be like the thing, but it was a puddle and whatever goo.
Right, the stuff.
The stuff. That's what it was.
Still the greatest. But they did one of Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and it when Sub-Zero was like in the original one when he's like doing the whole freezing thing, he's like he's like just building up this giant ice shield. He's like and they were just like, it's getting cold in here. It's getting cold in here, guys. Oh boy, it's getting cold.
Is that what he sounds like? It's getting cold in here, guys. It's getting real cold.
He never talks.
Look out! Here comes the coldness.
He never talks, but that's the voice they signed to him. He was just, hey, getting cold in here, guys.
It's time to cold.
It's time to.
It's like they do the Arnold Schwarzenegger. What was it? Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Iceman dude, when he was in Batman.
It's time to chill out.
Chill out, friends.
Chill out. It's time to chill out.
You need to cool off.
What killed the dinosaurs?
Kill me, I'm right here.
Kill me, do it now. I'm right here. Kill me.
Breeze.
I'll be cold.
What?
It's I'll be back, but it's a nice pun.
I'll be cold.
Talk to the hand.
I'll be below zero.
I'll be Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. What if you had that accent, that voice?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, Sub-Zero has that accent.
It's like, aren't you from feudal China? And
every time he freezes something, he's like,
aren't you from like 16th century China?
Yes.
No.
Aren't you from 6th century China? Yes. You don't sound like you're from 6th century China.
He speaks Austrian. Da. Ich und
Außenstein. What are you saying, Sub-Zero? What are you talking about? I'm Sub-Zero. Ni hao.
Kawaii. That's Japanese. He starts sweating.
Konnichiwa.
He does speak both Chinese and Japanese in the movie, so
awesome. Good for him.
Not untrue. Yeah, and the main character is the most boring guy ever.
There's a main character? It's not Liu Kang?
It's not Liu Kang. Surprisingly, it's this guy named Cole Young, who is the great grandson of Scorpion.
Great grandson of Scorpion?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
And Scorpion's superpowers are not defined until the end of the movie, and then you're still left confused as to what he does exactly. Like if you play the games, it's just like, oh yeah, he's a demon. When this
he's a demon, he will manipulate fire.
He's a fucking demon. He can do
got a
whatever
little
he
chain. He got a little chain, and he's like, phew, get over here.
But in this, he like appears from like fire at the end of the movie. He's like, I can breathe fire now. Just takes off his mask and like burns Sub-Zero to death.
I can piss fire now. Takes off his pants. Just.
Oh, my favorite Ghost Rider scene.
Yeah.
What was the
The-
name of that fucking movie? Ghost Rider Night of Shadow or something?
Ghost Rider 2.
Ghost
So,
Rider 2, whatever the subtitle was.
Ghost Rider 2, hot. Boom.
I can piss fire.
I can piss fire. Ghost Rider 2, I can piss fire.
And it's just Nick Cage just be like,
Nick, it's no on the
it's
title.
super-
The profile picture. The profile picture is like a shot from the back. Like you can see his back, and as he's pissing fire like in front of
It's
him.
a super shitty picture I took of him at like Comic-Con like 4 years ago.
Ghost Rider 2.
It's just a picture of Nick Cage go like I caught him halfway like through talking and I zoomed in. It's just so shitty. Dude, his head is like the shape of a bird. Have I ever told you about that?
His head's the shape of a bird. What?
It's so angular. His nose, like when you like look at it from the side, it's like all arching and stuff. It's like
Angular?
Gavin Freed. Yeah.
Oh, I was about to turn my head and be like, "Is my angular?" I'm less angular and more
Am I angular?
God.
I can't see.
sort of angular. Yeah, I can see what you're talking about from your face. The fuck is that supposed to be? Oh man, is that supposed to be threatening?
Yeah.
Anyway, though, we should get back onto topic.
Yeah, so Cole Young is the main character.
Is
Not Liu Kang,
What
that's
is his powers? He's just Liu Kang.
Cole Young can summon armor.
Why are you so hesitant on saying armor? It's not armor.
I don't know. It wraps around his body.
So it is armor.
Kinda, yeah.
Is it like a
But-
cloth-ish
No, it's like a stringy metal, like copper wire.
copper wire?
It's kind of like copper
Like
wire.
chainmail?
No, not chainmail.
Wire?
No, it's literally just wrapped in strips around his body, not like interlinked.
Oh, but it's like wire looking. Looks like a
Yeah,
wire.
it's wiry, and like on his right pec, it like forms the Mortal Kombat symbol, because that's where his symbol is. Because you can only
Dun, dun,
participate
dun,
in this tournament if you have the symbol on your skin.
Oh, right.
My favorite
Like people,
part of the video
like they'll
game
just wake up. They'll just like wake up one day and you're like, oh, where'd that
technically
come
that's how it works.
from? Yeah, that's how I guess it works.
Because it's like if you already
You think
have
they
the
put in any more effort to be writing good backstory for the mark instead of just being like, oh, there it is. The mark's on my asshole. You want to check? It's on my taint, dude.
They're so adamant about Cole Young specifically always showing that he has the mark right here where he's just.
What if
constantly-
someone had a mark on a really bad location? Not like inappropriate, but like it's like right in the middle of their face, like it's on their nose. They're like, shit, it's
They never explain it. Like
fucked up my
Jax, he has
face, dude. I look ugly now.
on his side, and then like Kano's is like right here on his neck, but you can't see it because like clothes are covering it up constantly.
Neck is okay. I think the neck tat.
like,
Oh, nice
oh my
tat,
God.
dude.
They're like, oh my god, Kano has a marking, and it's like his shirt is literally covering it up in that
No,
second. You can
my
see, like,
mark, my mark would be like right here on my chin. Just like, what the fuck is that on your chin? It's like, oh, it's a mark. It's means
It's the join Mortal Kombat. I can't
it
tell.
means I have
It's
to
right up-
it means I have to fight in Mortal Kombat. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck?
What if the mark is like just like asymmetric? So it's like on this side of your forehead, like just
Over
slightly
your
on,
eyelid.
it's like right here on this side of your forehead, and you're like, oh man,
dude,
oh,
I would hate that. It would give me a reason.
it's like
to wear a
slightly
hat
like
every day.
slanted too. It's like tilted
Show me
slightly.
that you have the mark. It would be like, show me you have the mark. Okay.
Guys, I warn you, if you have OCD, look away.
I cannot. I have to wear it. The hat has to be straight. It has to line up perfectly. Okay. An OCD person fighting in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to stand on the
It's
same
like he
side.
cuts off one of Goro's arm and he's like, oh well, that's okay.
Cole. He can also summon a baton, and
Of
a
wire?
baton is a blade of wire, but this one's a blade, and he uses to cut Goro's hand clean off. I guess.
Oh, cool.
He
I mean,
stabs Goro
oh come on, it's not a spoiler, guys. Goro has 4 arms. One of them's gonna get cut off.
Oh, spoilers.
It's not spoiler. Don't worry about that.
Everyone on the internet has already talked about it.
About Goro getting his hand cut off.
Oh, about the whole movie in general.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, who really cares about the
Spoiler
fighting
alert,
game movie?
Goro fucking dies.
Spoiler. Goro, Monster Girl
But not
dies.
really, because at the end of the movie, Shang Tsung's like, death is just another doorway, and he's like, it cuts to Goro just still laying dead on the fucking ground, and just smoke envelops his body and teleports him.
Death is just another doorway, and it's just Goro dead on the ground. And you hear off in the distance, like, is this guy still bothering you?
Oh my god, that type of scene happened in the Falcon and Winter Soldier newest episode.
Awesome.
When Falcon shows up and he's the new Captain
Is this
America,
guy still bothering you?
he throws a shield through a window, it cracks and like breaks open, then he like flies into it, and it's just like, is this guy still bothering you? Is he smashing the guy? Just fucking basically killing him on impact because how fast he was going.
Yeah.
By the way, the most bullshit thing is that they had him in the final episode. They had him drop a guy into like the Hudson River, but from like super fast, like going super fast and from a high distance, clearly killing the guy. But because of the reception to the first episode where everyone was like, so Sam let all those guys fall to their death, it was like, this guy is still alive, Sam. Could you save him? And he's like, the super soldier that was shooting at me that I dropped into the river intentionally going to kill, I'll save him.
I'll save him. He flies down there. He's
the
dead.
guy's still shooting at him.
Flies down there. He picks him up out of the river, flies him back up there, drops him down, and he goes to check his pulse. Like, he's dead.
This guy's still bothering him.
No, he picks him up. He like picks him up like he's like got his head on his hand. He just goes up to his ears like, die like him too. Throws him back into the river. This guy's still bothering you.
What? What?
It's like he revives on his way down, back down to the river.
No, it's in Sam's hand. It's like, what? He just gets flung. What the fuck?
Not again. Team Hydra blasting off again.
No, they're not Hydra. They're teenagers.
Do you bleed? Do you bleed? What?
He's falling. Just what the fuck?
Shit, man.
Dude, the
Zoink Scoob.
Villains in this episode were literally not even this episode. This show were literally the most like unappealing villains ever. Like the most boring fucking people with no redeeming qualities at all. And Sam at the end of the episode was like, no, you gotta stop calling them terrorists. When do we stop calling them terrorists, Sam? After they blew up 3 people and burned like 14 more?
When do we stop calling them terrorists, Sam? I'm a terrorist.
Sam, why don't you stop trying to defend the terrorists?
Sam, listen, I've blown up people. I'm a terrorist. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
You literally killed.
They've done the exact same things that I did. I'm a terrorist. You're a terrorist. We're both terrorists now. And you know what? We don't negotiate with terrorists.
In the first episode, he literally like kills a dozen people by pulling them out of helicopters and dropping them to their deaths, or throwing like people on like wingsuits flying. He literally threw them into rock faces.
No, it would be really funny. It'd be really funny if like there's the people in wingsuits are trying to get away, but Falcon like flies up right next to him. And he's like, check this out. And he got his little flip knife, like slices the wingsuit. It's like, see ya.
Pretty much essentially what he does, though. He like grabs on them and kicks them into like fucking rocks and stuff.
Continue. Don't mind me. I was just getting called.
I saw there was a chair pressed up against your door when you got up earlier. I was like, does JD block off it?
It's like a fence, baby fence. It's to prevent the dogs from getting into my room.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, is this how we?
No, it's not. It's not to block them. It's not to block like anyone from getting to. It's my dogs. I have to get. If they come into my room, I'm gonna die from allergic reactions. No, I'll just get like rashes or something. But anyway, though,
get off of me.
It's like the wingsuit guy's flying, but then like Falcon flies up right next to him, picks him up, and then the wingsuit guy's like, "Hell yeah, bro!" Just like Aquaman and Cyborg.
Hell yeah, my man.
My man.
Whoosh. I'm not joking though. He like flies up to them, like fucking like kicks them and flings them into like a rock face. Not if they didn't die on impact flying at it at that speed.
They died from the blood loss.
Fall, and they were like in the Grand Canyon at the very top.
Grand Canyon.
It's essentially the Grand Canyon, but it's like, we're actually in Libya. No, you're not. It's fucking
This isn't
Grand Canyon.
Libya. That doesn't look like Libya. It's not Libya.
It's literally the Grand Canyon.
There's a
Don't
Grand
care.
Canyon in Libya. Fun fact.
Libya's Grand Canyon.
Libya. Haven't you heard of Libya's Grand Canyon?
My favorite place to visit. Libya's Grand Canyon.
My favorite tourism spot.
But, he like blows up helicopters, flings people like flying and stuff. He kills all these people in the most brutal way, and then he's like, "These children who were burning people alive are not terrorists." Like,
They're just
do you
kids.
know what definition is?
They're just
he, like,
kids.
He really does that at the end after like one of the last, like the leader of them dies. He's like, "They were teenagers." It's like, no, Sam, they're fucking terrorists.
They were teenagers.
He's
Okay?
like,
It doesn't matter if they were going to commit genocide. They were teenagers.
they literally almost do that with like this entire like Congress of people. Like,
Doesn't matter
these,
if
like,
they wanted to murder people. They were teenagers.
these heads of the country that are like founding this like organization. They like load them into armored cars, lock the doors, and then not only try to burn them alive first, then try to throw them down to their deaths where they'll be crushed by the weight of the truck coming down on them.
It's simple. They're just cannibals. They wanted to get a nice little like toasty start for their dinner, and then salt them a little bit, give them a little bit like soften them up, you know, with the impact from fall.
Sam has the audacity to walk up to like these people that they were about to fucking die and be like, "They're teenagers, not terrorists." No,
He walks. They're teenagers. Shut up, say.
I don't care if you're the new Captain America. Good for you and everything. That doesn't mean that you can just say this is one thing and this is not. These are murderers.
What is there a jail for teenagers? There actually is. Yeah, it's called
It's
juvie.
this against the law? Yes, highly. Sam,
They're just
you're right.
teenagers.
No, Sam, you're right. We shouldn't call them terrorists. We should call them international terrorists because they've committed crimes, horrendous crimes, across all the fucking continent.
We shouldn't call them terrorists. We should call them teenagers. Shut up. Just shut it.
It's so insane. So insane. And then he's like, he's
it would work for me though. If I ever kill someone and someone is trying to defend me, like he's just a teenager, I'll be like, yes, that's right. I didn't know what I was doing. My brain hasn't fully developed yet.
My boy brain has not developed.
My
into
little
a
boy
man.
brain has not developed into a man brain yet.
Sir, you're 23. Baby.
Sir, you're 39 and you're late on your mortgage payment. Not that matters because you're going to jail.
Been dodging the IRS for 3 weeks now.
Don't you know that tax season is now?
Sir, you've been evading paying your taxes for about 3 years. Well,
Sir, tax evasion is a federal crime.
I'm just a wee little boy.
I don't know. I don't make money. You know, I can't pay tax.
Tell me, do you bleed?
The IRS knocking on someone's house. Tell me, do you pay your taxes?
Tell me, are you willing to be bled?
Are you taxed?
for your money? You will. And then Bucky makes a racist comment.
Of course he does. It's because he's racist all the time. He's just a
Yeah,
racist
you know,
dude.
It's supposed to be like an old man humor type of joke, but it's definitely
Isn't he from
not.
1940? Right? He's a 1940 guy.
He was born in 1917.
Yeah.
I looked it up. He was born in 1917.
I don't think
But,
they were
like-
very. I don't think they were very woke back then.
No, but like him and Sam are partners and everything, and it's like Sam's like, "I'm just a black man wearing the stars and stripes," and then
And he's like,
Bucky
"You're
is
black." Reverts back into his sleeper agent mode.
Walks over to Bucky, and Bucky's like, "Yeah, sorry, I was texting. All I heard was a black man wearing stars and stripes. What the fuck was that about?" And it was like, Bucky, you can't. You're an old
All right,
man, but you don't. You can't make that joke.
All I saw was black man with wings. What was that supposed to mean? Bucky?
Bucky.
What if Captain America was super racist? Like everything about him is great. Like he's a perfect man, except for that he's horribly racist.
Sony made that video.
Yeah.
It was great. It was like they woke up Captain America, and he woke up. He's like, "Whoa, who's the black guy?" And they're like,
He woke
"Whoa."
up, walks onto like the shield helicopter, heliship or whatever, and he's like, "Hello, I'm Nick Fury, director of Shield." He's like, "All right, so who's the real director?"
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, buddy. All right, who's real? Is it you? Is it you? You're the real director? You messing with me?
An Asian guy
No.
walks up, he's like, "What the Japs turn?"
God damn it, motherfucker! I'm the real director, and this is my co-director, Maria Hill. Oh, okay. Who's the real co-director?
Poor woman. They do that in the video too. No, it's like, oh, I'm really glad we never went with this idea.
Oh, yikes! Ooh, they're like tugging on their shirt collar. Ooh, that's close. That's close. All right. Well, I want to talk about. I'm gonna hold on, let me write down a little timestamp. I'm gonna do that thing that they do every episode, where instead of saying Invincible, they cut in the title screen. I need Mark. I need. Dun, 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 dun.
Calls himself. Dun, 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 dun.
I guess we just aren't. Dun, dun, dun.
What are we? Some sort of. Dun, 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 dun.
Dad, it's not Mark. It's Dad.
Dad,
I'm gonna do like a shit post where I take like episode 1 and every time they say episode 2 and every time they say Invincible, I'm gonna cut in the title screen.
Dude, it's gonna be so long.
No, I'm not gonna upload the whole video. Just like the sentence before they say Invincible.
Okay, just a super cut of all the.
Yeah, all the times where they are going to say Invincible.
I got it. Call me. Dun, 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 dun.
Mark, you're.
Oh, that's episode
6.
4 or 6.
Where his best friend finds out. Anyway, we're gonna be spoiling Invincible, so you should watch Invincible before that happens.
Whoops.
Episode 7's out now. I actually didn't know that there was only 8 episones.
Oh shit. I didn't know that either. And I
Really? You didn't know that? I found out yesterday. There's only 8 episodes in the season, and it's gonna end next week.
Wild that. Sorry, I know it's kind of reaching back, but wild that WandaVision got 9 episodes and Falcon Winter Soldier only got 6.
Well, because who the fuck cares about Falcon Winter Soldier?
You mean Captain America and White Wolf?
Who cares about that, man?
I guess
no
he
one cares about that. It's all about Iron Man. All about
Invincible.
That's not the title screen song. It's just like a single note, right?
Yeah.
That's it. But anyway.
Hey JD, you watched.
Okay, guys, we're gonna talk about. Anyway, though. So, man, episode 7, man. Episode 7 left off on a pretty crazy note.
The Immortal is
He's
Abraham
back.
Lincoln.
He is Abraham Lincoln. Remember when I said before, I was like, he kind of looks like Abraham Lincoln. Wouldn't it be funny if he was Abraham Lincoln? It turns out that he was actually Abraham Lincoln. What?
Turns out it's true.
And not only was it Abraham Lincoln, when they showed the flashback, it was the scene of Abraham Lincoln when he was getting shot at the back of his head.
I think
John.
every time he's reborn, he gets like a new thing to him.
So what's this time?
I think
I'm
he got his
angry.
superpowers after being shot.
No, I think his backstory from the flashbacks, or what I saw, was that he was like a caveman, right?
Right. And then he got the immortality.
He was a caveman, and he saw like this weird, like cosmic
Sorry, it
thing.
looked like you were going to beatbox. Like, he was a caveman.
No, he sees like this weird, like space dust, cosmic thing that's happening, and he touches it, and it absorbs into him and turns him immortal. What if it would have instead of invincible? It's just
Whoa.
it's immortal. Immortal.
I guess you could say I'm.
Wait a minute. Is he? So he revives. Also, Robot's side story thing got resolved. That was pretty Pretty
Robot.
interesting. Robot,
child.
more like dun, dun, dun.
I was curious where it was gonna go because I knew that in the comics he did the cloning thing, so I was like excited to see like what they.
I had
might
no
change
idea what
with-
Robot was gonna do. I don't know. I had like a general idea of what the comics was gonna be, or the storyline for comics, but I don't know any
guess you-
details.
was bun, dun, dun, dun.
I guess Robot made himself. Dun, dun. Okay, we're stopping that now. So
Okay, stop it. Dun, 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 dun.
so basically, Robots is super interesting character, but it turns out that
Yeah.
Robot's not actually a robot. He's an actual person gremlin
the thing that we saw in
thing.
the episode, the little like
I think we saw in episode 2 or 3. He's the little like weird like misshapen human guy thing that's in the
right.
tank, and that's the robot, and his name is like I forgot what his name was.
That's the real shit, baby.
That's the real shit, robot. So what he does is basically he's fine with it for a long time, but then Monster Girl shows up and he's like, "Yo, why my pee pee hard?" So he goes, he's like, "Time to get a body."
Horny.
Yo, I'm feeling things. Child, woke. God, it's so messed up. But it's so weird. Anyway, so what happens is
Sweating right now.
Why are you sweating, James? Are you afraid of the cops coming in?
I was like, I saw that she had an interest in me. Fucking Rex was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
Rex is the real guy. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's a kid. And then Robot's like, oh, I thought we were like on a wavelength there for a second.
And he's like,
And Rex is like, what? No, buddy. Well, listen. Well, I'm not into that.
he's like, well, technically she's 24. Doesn't matter, EDP.
EDP, get the
EDP, you waddle your ass back to your fucking apartment.
take your cupcakes and
I'm out here for a muffin.
come out here to get some cupcakes. We're talking about that later, but right now, Invincible. So Robot, basically what he does is he likes Monster Girl, and I don't care what you say. Yes, she's like 20 something, like 26, 27, but she looks like she's 12. So Robot's like, yo, I'm into that shit. So he breaks the Muller twins out of prison to clone him, to make him a body from Rex's blood, which he got. All of this without permission, by the way. None of this without permission.
How
Then
would you even explain it?
imagine being in Rex's position. Right? Imagine being Rex at that moment when he walks in and you see like a child version of yourself and it's like, what the fuck?
He pulls a gun, just
Like Rex immediately starts like is like charged up his coins, shoots it right through his head. Anyway, though,
yeah.
that was super creepy. But Robot's an interesting character. So yeah, and then he
By Spock, by the way.
not anymore. Not anymore.
No, technically not anymore.
He's voiced by Rex now. The guy who voices Rex also voices Robot now. Because that's his
Wild.
crazy.
Wild.
Have I talked about the star-studded cast? There are
Dude, it's
so many big people who are voicing Invincible.
Everyone who voices the people of the Guardians are Walking Dead actors.
That's so weird.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
number
sure the
one, I only like I really started realizing this once Mark Hamill's character was there. I was like, wait a minute,
Right.
that's Mark Hamill. So Mark Hamill, he plays like the most side character you could possibly imagine in a superhero story. It's the dude who designs the costumes.
Yeah, his
That's
name's like
the
Artie.
side characters. That's Mark Hamill.
He's like super present in the comics, though, which is weird. I think he chose for it to be like more of like a, this isn't like a family friend type thing. Because the writer of the show is the same guy that wrote the comics, and he talked about how like when he wrote the comics, he was like a 22-year-old who had just gotten like his big bucks off of Walking Dead, and he wanted to make a superhero comic. He could do anything, so he decided to do this. And he's like, after that, I was like, yeah, this is some pretty cringe writing. I'm gonna fix this.
This is pretty cringe. I'm gonna make it a little bit better.
I'm not gonna lie, him having no struggle at all as Invincible is pretty cringe. I'm gonna make him struggle every day.
I kind of like that more than if he didn't struggle at all. Because
Yeah,
I'm not
he's-
gonna lie, Mark is kind of an asshole. Mark, as in the Invincible. Invincible is kind of an asshole. He's both stupid and he's an asshole, and he's a terrible friend, and he's a terrible boyfriend. Also, I hate the romance thing, but I'm just not a romance guy, I guess. But anyway, though, I realized the side characters are all super stacked once episode 6 came out, and Urza Miller was the guy who was voicing the bad guy.
Ezra Miller?
Urza Miller.
Urza.
Like Flash. The Flash?
Yeah, Ezra. What do you mean Urza? It's Ezra.
Whatever, dude.
I was like,
same thing.
What character?
He's the guy who turns people into robots. Cyborgs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's Ezra Miller. Yeah, that's Ezra Miller. It's so funny. That's weird.
I knew that the guy who plays the Immortal coincidentally plays the character Abraham on The Walking Dead, so technically he plays 2 Abrahams.
Nice. But that's probably not Immortal's first name, right? He adopted the name Abraham?
No, probably.
His first name is probably something different.
The girl with the sword, Michonne, I think she's either War Woman or obviously the Green Girl.
Anyway, though, yeah. Cecil is played by that one guy who's like a villain in everything. The one guy who's always a villain. He looks like a villain. I forgot where exactly I've seen him.
Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce? Is that who he is? Here, let me search that real quick. Guy Pearce.
Because Guy Pearce is always a villain.
No, not Guy Pearce. It's similar to that though. It's like a very similar looking dude. Here, I'll just type in Cecil voice actor Invincible. What's his name?
Oh, damn
Walton
right.
Goggins.
Oh, Walton Goggins. Okay, I forgot. He also looks like him.
They look pretty similar. And he plays a villain in like everything.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah. He plays a villain in everything, but I guess in this one he's not really a villain. He's more like technically he's not a villain, but he does things that are morally questionable. But he's not exactly a villain. But yeah, that's interesting. Also, I've heard people don't like the voice of Cecil.
I can understand that.
I've heard that people. Huh?
I gotta use it, so continue on.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay, I got you then. Anyway, though, so I've heard people who don't like Cecil's voice actor. They say it's like not old enough. He doesn't sound old enough, and that's okay, I guess. I understand it. There's a couple times where it's like, well, yeah, I guess it could have been better if you had like an older sounding voice, but it's still kind of it's okay, I guess. It doesn't bother me that much. Anyway, though, man, it's this episode 7 ending on like a crazy note. So basically, the whole drama of the show is not that whether or not Invincible can beat supervillains or not. It's that people are trying to find out why Omni-Man killed all the Guardians of the Globe, and that's the whole drama of the show, right? Like everyone's on the edge of their seat, waiting to see when Omni-Man's family finds out, and like it happens in this episode, and also a little bit in the previous episode, but mostly in this episode, and it's crazy. Yeah. Also, I'm kind of I'm a little bit shaky on it because I don't like Mark's character, Invincible. I don't like Invincible's character, and I know that he's like the generic goody two shoes kind of character, almost. But now he's like he was like that in the beginning, but now he's like changed, like this freaking what was it? This like this guy was like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to help anybody. I just want to live out my life normally. And he's like, okay, well, now he's just being like a bitch, pretty much. He gets his ass beat like the entire show, and now he's like, well, I kind of don't want to get my ass beat anymore. So I guess it's fine. But man, I'm waiting for that fight between Invincible and Omni-Man. Waiting for it. But I'm pretty sure Invincible's gonna get his ass kicked again. That's okay, I guess. It's fine. But weirdly enough, there's always times, every time that Invincible gets like a W, it's like just shrugged off by the show. Like, oh yeah, you got a W. Cool. but it's just like it totally focuses on Invincible getting his ass beat, getting genosed everywhere. And you know, that's okay, I guess. Not too bad. Pretty funny-ish. So yeah, that's crazy. Still a really interesting show. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely take a look at it. I wish I could watch part of it, but I don't have Amazon Prime on my account. I watch it on my father's account, so there's that. Yeah. I don't really know any part of the show that's actually I can talk about a part of the show that I don't like. And it's probably definitely the Amber storyline. The Amber side storyline is super boring. It's not interesting at all. And you know exactly what's going to happen. God, it sucks. I wish they just cut all that out and just put in more like villains, small villain plots. I like the small villain plots. They're really interesting. Like the one with the dude who could turn into a rock or cover himself in rock. That storyline was really interesting. Or I guess cool and I saw him. And I wanted more villains like Machine Head or something, whatever his name was. I wanted more villains like that, right? Like if everything was just or if every storyline was like some new interesting small villain around the block, then that would have been probably better, I think. But God, man, the Amber storyline was terrible. I hate that. It's disgusting. Seen it all the time before, and it's just so boring. God. And like even at the end there when she was like, yeah, I knew you were invincible, but I still didn't I still won't do it. And it's like, okay, well, clearly you won't, so whatever. But anyway, I'd probably give Invincible like a what out of 10? I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. I think it's an 8 out of 10. There are a couple points there are a couple episodes that are weaker than other episodes. Especially episodes that focus on the Amber and Mark. God, those episodes suck. Also, that Mars episode hasn't paid off yet. I don't know if it's gonna pay off in like next episode maybe, but that still hasn't been addressed yet. It's almost like they completely forgot about it, but I'm pretty sure they haven't, and they're just saving it up for something big. But yeah, damn though. I mean, like in episode 7, man, I gotta talk a little bit more about episode 7. Omni-Man gets his like ass beat like the entire episode. He's getting shut down, or I guess not really shut down. He's trying to stop him, and he's taking a little bit of damage, but he's trucking through. He only takes a lot of damage once he starts fighting the Japanese Kraken beast that Cecil buffed up. And he starts fighting that, and then he starts getting beat up, and the Immortal comes in, beats him up a little bit, but still, you know, he's still pretty good. But damn, man, that's insane. I really liked the Omni-Man character, because he's not like super evil. He's not like full on evil or completely a bad guy, but he does things that are bad, but he likes his family. So it's like a weird like, he kills people and I think he doesn't care like at all about saving anybody, but he likes his family and he cares about his family. So, you know, this and that. But man, Mark is a freaking God, he sucks. It's terrible. Actually, he almost gets somebody killed, I think. Yeah, in episode 6. In episode 6, the dude gets turned into a robot because Mark just didn't want to search for him. Because he wanted to find Amber or something. God, though, that was a horrible choice. Horrible idea. Damn. Absolutely trash. Also, another thing that kind of bothers me about Invincible is the power scaling, or the strength relative to characters. Because I don't know, there's some things that are like this particular person is really strong, and this particular person is really strong, and then they fight each other, and it's like, or like they do certain things that are like, oh man, this is crazy. He's like the strongest thing ever, but then they fight someone who you don't know what their power level is at first, and then they fight them and they get their ass beat. It's like, okay, well, if this thing can beat that person, then is it that person also like super strong? Like for example, I'll give you an example. So like what was it? Like the robots from episode 6, or the cyborgs. The cyborgs from episode 6 beat the hell out of Invincible. Right? They just sock him out, dude. And I guess they're stronger-ish than Invincible. They're at least as strong as Invincible. But the thing is, Invincible, he's not weak. He's like super strong. At one point he catches like this giant asteroid in space and like throws it back into space. So he saves like a country or two by doing that. But then but then he gets beat up by these robots, and it's like, okay, well, can these robots throw the asteroid back into space then? Or like if they're able to fly, can they just do that? I don't know. It's super weird. But damn. Omni-Man versus Cecil? Good shit. That's some good shit right there. I really like that fight. Cecil's got all this stuff up his pockets, like the giant space laser, and then Omni-Man's like, oh, you wouldn't dare, and he gets zapped. He gets beamed by the giant laser twice. Actually, he gets zapped twice, but he still powers through. They drop in the
Still powers through.
Yeah, I was just talking about episode 7 and how I liked how Omni-Man was having a little bit of trouble he was getting kind of beat up in episode 7. Not gonna lie.
I like seeing Donald blow himself up, thinking that it would do anything.
Yeah. Oh man, Donald died, man. That's sad.
Dude.
I like Donald.
I didn't think he was gonna die, to be honest.
I didn't either. I thought he was gonna live.
I was like, ooh.
But then he gets his like side grabbed and then squished by Omni-Man. He's like, oh fuck, I'm dead anyway.
I like how like just fucking acrobatic Donald all of a sudden was just flinging himself.
Yeah, he's like vaulting over stuff.
Yeah,
the man doesn't look like he works out, but he's got some training.
Omni-Man was like such a coward, and then he just immediately starts shooting him in the face, like everyone get the fuck out, like immediately proving him wrong.
Such a what do you think you're Anyway though, I liked the Omni-Man trying to stop Omni-Man sequence. Super interesting. Because you see
totally 100% Mark's friend's boyfriend. The gay guy's boyfriend was one of those monsters.
Yeah, no, actually, he said it wasn't one of those monsters. He said those were dead bodies. It was the corpses of dead bodies.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
It was dead agents, I think. It was the bodies of dead agents, and he used the dude who made those robots to make those out of the dead.
Right,
corpses.
I remember that part. I just don't remember them saying that they were dead agents.
No, they were dead agents. Yeah, they're dead.
They dead.
That's why they look different. They're like pale, and they don't have lips. Different. They don't have lips. For some reason, why do they stretch the lips out? Bite better? You wouldn't want to give Omni-Man a smooch, I guess, when he's trying to bite him. I love how they fight. Also, I was talking about this earlier, but the power scaling in Invincible is a bit weird. Because like Invincible, like he's super strong, right? Like in one episode, he catches an asteroid that's gonna like blow up a couple countries, and he throws it back out into space.
Right.
But then like the very next episode, he gets his ass beat by like the robots, right? The cyborgs. So it's like,
right, but
well, are the cyborgs like super?
The cyborgs were like super advanced and everything. That's why they used it against Omni-Man, which technically for a moment worked.
It slowed him down. Yeah, I don't think it actually hurt him very much. But
the invisible agents in the house didn't slow him down, though.
No, they were very
murked.
Quickly found out and then killed.
They got murked, dude.
I like how if your job was to just be an invisible agent in someone's house, what do? You just stand there like the entire day? You're just inside the house with your gun, like, and then when someone's like walking by, you like scoot to the side a little bit. That's how it works. Get a little scoot. Anyway, though, so what happens is the invisible agents get murdered. Donald dies and he gets blown up. And Cecil's like, that'll at least stop him, if not hurt him. And they're like, oh, I guess it won't do anything at all.
If I remember correctly, they said that the entire neighborhood was like empty.
They evacuated the neighborhood. They're like, we evacuated the neighborhood so we can increase the size of the explosion, but that probably still wouldn't work. And he's like, yeah, it just doesn't hurt him.
That's utterly hilarious though, because that explains why there was never a call for like why Mark was like flying, them just flying around with nobody noticing. It's because nobody lives in the neighborhood.
Like every time they go out to do superhero stuff, they just fly away. They fly from their house to the scene, to where they need to go, and no one ever notices because no one's there.
Literally, there's no one to see it.
So
that explains it.
The whole point of that episode was they wanted to contact Mark first to tell him that his father is like rogue, has gone rogue. But they don't know where he is. And Omni-Man,
Mark's being depressed because Amber dumped him, despite knowing that he's invincible, and probably should have understood that I
really don't like Mark's character. But yeah, at first he was like a goody two shoes, but now he's like a pussy, dude. He goes in and he's like, I don't want to be a hero anymore. I get my ass beat I guess if you get your ass beat every episode, then I wouldn't want to be a hero either. But he's all like, I don't want to be a superhero anymore because it's ruining my life and stuff.
Dude, I know what happens next episode, and I cannot wait because it's going to be one of the most wild fucking things.
Really? I don't know what happens next episode.
If I remember, if it is what I think it is in the comics, this scene specifically, because I haven't read them in a long time.
Yeah.
Like I read them years ago, way before they ever like talked about there being an Invincible show and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And if I remember correctly, the moment that's about to happen is going to be like very surprising, like first episode ending surprising.
Oh, I guess like start like end. So then then he basically Omni-Man finds out where Mark is, and then Cecil finds out what Mark is, and it's basically like a time race, right? Where they're trying
Why didn't Cecil just teleport to him?
I don't know why they didn't say it. They said something weird like oh, we only have like 2 of these bracelets or something, and like we teleporting is all weird and it takes a lot of energy or something. I don't know.
If I remember correctly, somebody explained it costs like $1 million for him to teleport every time.
Yeah, something like that, I guess.
Which
at the end though, they were like, oh, I think that their strategy was like first let's just slow them down, and then we can just call them first and just have them come to us before we teleport. But then and then they're like, okay, so we can just slow Omni-Man down and just get them to come to us. But then Omni-Man is like, okay, we can't slow him down very much, so we're just gonna go for the teleport. But then the teleport thing doesn't work because the big alien thing, or no, big monster thing comes in, starts wrecking the shop, I guess. They like lose connection or something. Monster. Well, before that, basically Omni-Man's like he goes and interrogates Mark's gay friend, and then he goes and he starts flying toward them, and then they try to stop him by shooting a giant laser at them, like a space laser, and like he noticed it was really funny because he noticed
wouldn't dare.
He's like, you wouldn't dare. And it's just like a satellite beam, it just decks him, and then every time. What?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, that scene specifically really reminded me of Akira, where in Akira, like a giant, like fucking super destructive beam just fucking nails one of the characters who has superpowers, and just immediately, and then like on the second one, it's like it's so much like less to him, and he just fucking flies up and destroys it immediately.
It's like that character's like, you wouldn't. Anyway, so he flies. He gets lasered. He destroys the laser beam after he gets zapped twice. I think he gets zapped a second time as he's flying up to it, but then he destroys it, and then he comes in. He goes back down to Earth, but then they send in the robots, right? The cyborgs,
right?
And those things are like they're like animals basically. They're like biting. They're like trying to bite Omni-Man and like punching him, like slamming him down. And he has a little bit of trouble with them, but at the end of the day, he just tears them apart, I guess. And every time they attack Omni-Man, his wife, I forgot her name. Is it like Deborah or something?
Debbie,
right? And Debbie's just sitting. Every time she's like, "Oh no, Omni-Man," but then like he's fine after every single time. You think she'd be kind of numb to it after the second, third time?
Right, but it's like, oh, maybe this one might actually kill him.
Yeah, but it's like that's like happened like 3 times. Like the one with the explosion at the house, and it's like, oh no, he's fine. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, of course.
And then the laser beam, and it's like, oh no, he's fine.
Yeah, but
and
like,
the second laser beam, it's like, oh my god, no, he's fine. Then the robots come down and they start attacking. Like, this might be it. Oh right, this might be it.
Invincible.
This might be it. This might. Oh no, he's fine.
Well, they did say the monster could kill him, and he has been on the ropes with every fight he's gone into so far.
I've already beat you. I've already beat this thing. And he gets slammed down to the ground. It's like, yeah, but you haven't beat this thing after we injected a bunch of steroids into it.
It's like, oh shit, you right? Oh shit,
it's jacked. It's jacked with every single drug known to man.
Oh shit, Professor, you're right.
It's buffed.
Oh fuck.
So it starts.
Oh no.
It actually starts like beating Omni-Man at first. It's like beating him up.
It would have killed him.
It would have killed him. But then Mark.
If Mark's dumb ass hadn't
is Mark like Mark is like stronger than Omni-Man, sort of, but only when he's like angry.
Right.
That's at least that's what I think that they're trying to put out, right? That he's actually stronger than Omni-Man.
Speaking of people being angry, you know, I've talked about Joe exploding, about the former ladder thing, and I really like oversold it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did get really fucking angry today during the podcast, to the point that his face was turning red as he was yelling about it. I was like terrified. I was like,
Tomato Man.
I was like, oh my god, Joe's getting angry, because I was like laughing and I was like in the middle of it. He's just like, fucking goddamn, just fucking like going off and shit. I'm like, holy shit! Like, I'm on the other side of the chat.
You lean in on him and you're like, hey man, have you just painted your face red, or is it a tomato? Do you think is it the former or the latter? Just double triggered.
Just leaps over the desk. Just,
you know what I didn't expect though? I didn't expect that Invincible actually beat the monster. I didn't expect him to beat it.
Because he's badass.
No, because he gets beat up every episode. He doesn't win like 90% of the fights that he does.
Yeah, but he gets pretty close. You know, I bet
is not good enough, James. It's not good enough.
I bet if he was just solo fighting that the war lady tiger person.
Huh?
The tiger monster guy thing.
Battle Beast?
Battle Beast.
Actually, the thing is, I saw a comment once. I don't know how true it is, but he said that because he's like, I read the comics, and the thing is, if Omni-Man fought Battle Beast, I don't think Omni-Man would have won. That's how strong Battle Beast is. And it's like, oh, what the fuck?
Well, then why did Battle Beast say, oh, this is beneath me, the moment that everyone else started like beating the other guys? Like, maybe I should get out of here because I'm not that strong.
Well, maybe it was actually beneath him, James. Maybe he was like, I beat everyone. I beat the strongest people here. I'm just going to steamroll through everyone else. Might as well just leave. I got bigger fish to fry. You never thought about that, James?
I don't know.
I mean, it did seem like he very easily knocked out like all of them.
Yeah, anyway, but then they're like, then they knocked out everyone, and he's like, ooh, this is beneath me.
I don't think he said that.
Bye. Teleport out.
He was like holding two of them. He was like holding two of them like by their necks and standing above Invincible, who's had a hole in his gut.
Oh no, the human person, the normal person he broke the arm of.
It was a person who had armor, James. He had armor.
That pulled their armor off. Also, what are his superpowers?
I don't know. He got them back, but I still don't know what they are.
I don't know.
He got them back. We still don't know what it is, though.
Yeah, but robot.
Something like electric? What do you mean
that was literally how that scene went. When they were like, I got my powers back. It's like, robot plot.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah. Well, I mean, no one cares about him, really, so whatever. Unless you care about him, James?
Somebody's car alarm is going out.
We can't hear
Black Samson? I don't know. I don't know.
That's what I thought.
Oh my god, I didn't think.
Yeah. You don't ever think, do you, James? Anyway, though, that's, yeah.
I didn't think. Oh no.
So basically, so Mark comes in, saves Omni-Man, and they start fighting the Beast together. and they're like having trouble, but they're gonna win. It looks like they're gonna win. There was a point where I thought Invincible was just gonna get like disemboweled again because he's like laid into the mouth and like the teeth are about to chomp down on his gut. He gets disemboweled like every other episode. Anyway,
it's just, it's then he
Daily,
just breaks the jaw of a normal human.
a daily thing, yeah. Yeah, it freaking cripples a man.
Sorry, Ezra Miller.
Sorry.
No more.
Looks like you weren't the fastest man alive.
Hold on. I need to go check if that's my car alarm.
That's yours. So I'm breaking in. Boy. Oh well. Anyway, though, so they start fighting the beast. They're getting like they're kind of doing all right. But then, meanwhile, the Mauler twins they dug up Immortal's corpse. Somehow they got Immortal's corpse. It's like not being monitored or anything. You would think that they'd be monitoring the body of a dude who's named Immortal, but they don't. So then they get his body, they put his head, they literally staple his head back together. And
Yeah.
I can see your shadow before you did that.
No.
It's on the wall there. Anyway, so I guess Immortal's body is not being monitored or anything. It's just in the ground. The Mauler twins find it. They take it. They staple his head back together. He revives because he's immortal.
Apparently, the two kids that were digging it up were a reference to another show.
Were they?
Yeah, the Venture Bros.
Venture Bros. Anyway, so he revives and he's super pissed off because all his friends at the globe are dead, except for him.
When will you learn?
Where's Omni-Man?
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
I gotta kill him. So then they go out. And they or no, he flies. I guess he knows exactly where he is, so he flies straight to Omni-Man, starts beating him up, or I guess fighting him, and then he gets beat up and also decapitated. No, not decapitated.
Disemboweled again.
Not really disemboweled. He's been
Cut in half.
Yeah, he's been cut in half. He gets cut in half. And then right after, while he's getting cut in half, Mark beat the beast on his own. He fought the monster on his own. He beat it. And then
that Immortal getting cut in half.
He watches Immortal get cut in half by his father. And his father turns around and he's like, we need to talk. And it's like, oh, that's why they named the episode that.
Oh, it's the title of the episode.
The title of the episode. Anyway, though, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for joining us. If you liked, like, and subscribe.
It's the title of the episode.
Title of the episode. If you liked it, episodes come out every Sunday.
No.
Yeah. Check out James's channel. It's no last name. I'm also in the description.
Hi.
And that's it. Bye. Say bye.
Goodbye.